Welcome to episode 166 of Drunk Tech Support. I'm Rich.
It's 161.
What
And I'm
is it?
Jay. 166.
Oh, sorry.
You're a little ahead of the time.
dyslexic. I'm in the future.
Time traveler.
I'm in 2023.
I'm back in.
Oh no, the crinkling? No, that's not gonna work. Rich was gonna drink his 40 out of a paper bag, but no, that crinkling is not gonna go.
All right, I'll take it off.
Good news is there's a identical microphone on the way. What do you got there, Rich? Malt liquor?
Mickey's.
Okay, Snoop Dogg. Or some other rapper that drinks 40s.
Who even drinks 40s anymore?
I used to drink Colt 45s, and they used to have Steel Reserve
Oh.
in a 45 bottle. Oh my god.
Interesting.
That was in Maine. My god.
Maine.
I'm like having trouble adjusting to all the different products here in
Yeah.
Oregon is where I live.
Washington.
Oregon? No, Washington?
North of Oregon.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the hell I am. I cooked, I tried to cook my authentic fettuccine alfredo tonight, and it was a fucking disaster. Because
I mean,
they don't have a Shaw's, they don't have a Kroger, they don't have a Market Basket, they don't have a fucking Stop and Shop, they don't have a Hannaford's.
it tasted delicious.
Yeah, it was like baby food consistency. So I bought fettuccine and I didn't look at the label, and it was the only fettuccine that I could find between like two different stores, and it's gluten free. And apparently gluten is something that holds the surface tension of the noodles together. Because after they cook,
Springy and stretchy.
these long ass noodles like broke into like 20 pieces, and then
I've actually never seen that happen. That was pretty crazy. They literally just shattered.
might have been because I let them sit in the pot because you couldn't fucking cook the broccoli correctly.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rich was in charge of one thing, the broccoli, and he couldn't do that.
I cut the chicken pretty good.
The chicken was all right. And then I went to go. I used Italian seasoning. And Rich is like, oh yeah, I threw out all our Italian seasoning because we have all three of the ingredients that make Italian seasoning. So just have at it. So my proportions were all wrong, and then those were like the only two major issues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put a pin in that, Rich.
Sorry.
But everyone said it was delicious, so
What up, Andy?
I wasn't happy with it because I have, hey Andy,
I'm glad you can make it.
I have like a presentation, like my meal has a presentation.
Yeah, you gotta make it look fancy.
It looked like it's like art, and Rich just dumped it all in the salad bowl and scooped it out on the plates. It was a fucking disaster.
Lunch lady style.
Yeah, dude. It was like an egg salad bowl. It was just like this ugh, God.
Oh,
But
man.
it tasted good. That's all that matters.
It was
Who
amazing.
cares about the presentation? But
Gordon
yeah.
Ramsay.
dude, I'm a fucking mess. Like, I stared at my clock. I couldn't figure out what time it was. Like a couple hours ago. Cause I'm still.
Did you share the 2 clocks on our page? I think you might have.
Yeah, I think I did.
So
I have 2 clocks on the wall because I am now. How many time zones removed from work?
3 hours different.
3 hours difference. So sometimes I track time on Eastern time because that's where I'm working. I have to get up at 4 a.m. to work. And then sometimes I track shit on Pacific time. And it fucks me up because I'm like, I don't remember what time I'm tracking. Has it been 6 hours? Has it been 1 hour? I don't know. I'm a fucking mess, Rich.
Need to get you a local job.
Yeah, that doesn't require a bachelor's degree for a $60,000 a year job. That's fucking entry level, dude.
I know.
Sorry, I'm a little butthurt. Maybe I posted it on my Facebook, which I then deleted.
Oh, maybe. Jay
There it
wants
is.
to-
There it is.
Oh, yeah, here it is. All right. Yeah. See? So these are his 2.
Which I set
Clocks.
them at when I was still in New Hampshire. I set these up so I could start getting used to the time difference, and it's not helped
No,
at all.
not really.
And now I'm used to looking at my time as the main time and chunk time as the other time. Now it's backwards, but I'm used to doing it the first way. So that's like another layer of fucking me up.
Oh, man.
I don't know why I keep this facade up, Rich.
Keep it up as long as you can. Oh,
How was Christmas, Rich?
Christmas was good. I was going to talk about our merchandise.
Oh yeah, we gotta get these out of the way so we can take our shirts off.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to take mine off. I got nothing
Can't wear this.
underneath.
It's so hot in this. Yeah, so I got Rich to dig up our merch. His T-shirt, the eyeballs fell off, and if you actually look at it closely, everything's falling off. So I don't see how that is going to be a sustainable business model for you, Rich. Literally the letters are falling off and shit. So I used a Sharpie to.
So, to give me googly eyes.
They're Homer Simpson eyes.
So if you put it directly on the cloth,
Yeah.
it stays fine and it never comes off. But these I did on top of other layers of the vinyl, so they don't stick right.
How do you explain all the letters on the back falling off? Those are directly on the cloth.
Because they use that font. It's like a bunch of little specks.
Okay. This is a screen printed shirt, and it's nice and smooth. Nothing's falling off. It's kind of nice.
Our backs are a little different though.
Oh, right.
I got the
I don't know if
the stamp font.
I got like some crappy generic font.
It looked very hardcore, so it's cracked like somebody hit it really hard.
Yeah. No, yours is. I like that font.
Me too.
So.
Big fan. Really big fan.
Yeah, once I get back on my feet, I'm going to try to fulfill the promise I made to give everyone t-shirts before Rich came in and was like, well, just cry cut it. I'm a cry cutter. Okay, that's it.
Shirts off. We usually have a fan going, which is perfect, but then...
Oh my god, it's so loud.
all you can hear is the fans. So this is our
Yeah, we're doing
sweaty podcast.
sweaty guy podcast.
I'm going to look like Trump
Welcome.
here soon.
We're two sweaty guys.
Doing
See, we're gonna look like Trump.
Yeah, we're going to be doing sweaty videos from Mar-a-Lago.
It's gonna be a disaster. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So good thing I'm here to do audio stuff because Rich didn't hear that my big ass window fan was going off in the corner. We shut off the little tiny fan, and I could still hear it, and you didn't notice it. That's why I do the audio stuff.
I know.
Speaking of the last two episodes, including this one, the audio is not great. It sounds like
Still better than the first 100 episodes
You
we've
sound
done.
fine. It's like all based directly into the mic, and I'm like, it sounds like I'm talking from across the room. I don't understand. Like, if I do this, it's fine. This is what you sound like, Rich,
Oh, yeah?
from over there.
Nice.
Maybe the mic should be in my face. I'm not fucking with it.
Maybe I have a voice for radio.
Yes. You have a lesbian voice, Rich. That's a little pre-intro pod shit. That
It never happened.
Rich came up with the idea that he's been saving all of our sound checks for the show because we do a sound test recording before we go live, and he's been saving them. He's like, we should do something with these, like put them out there. So
Yeah, we're going to try
Where
to
are
do
they?
like a blooper reel or something.
where are these?
I do have a face for radio, Mike. Thanks. Welcome to the show.
That's awesome. Yeah, blooper reel or whatever, or just our intros.
That'd be funny because we do.
Oh my god, Rich has been subjecting me to fucking Dave Matthews for the past hour.
It was Blues Traveler first off.
Whatever, they're the same fucking band, Rich. They're interchangeable.
Insert generic '90s pop band.
I was like, can we just get on with the show, please? And it was so loud in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deal.
So I got Mickey's and you got whiskey.
Yeah, I got some Jim.
Jim Beam too. Well, we're both trashing it up.
What does that
just
say? Frank Bobum?
I don't know.
What does that say?
Frank something.
This is Frank Bobum.
Look on the back.
Boom.
I think it says it on the back.
Oh. Frank Bobo. What the fuck is that? Oh, Jack Daniel's Distillery. 1966 to 1980.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, that just reminded me. I'm gonna jump topics. Me and Rich both have Macintosh SEs.
Well, mine's a classic too. Yours is an SE.
Oh, okay.
This is like a
They're
remake.
the
of
same
the old one.
chassis, but different internals. And we just took a look at the
My internals
the
are
PRAM.
smaller than yours.
Damn straight.
Your internals are bigger.
Your memory's bigger. So mine's disassembled over there too because we're trying to see. Richard doesn't have a hard drive, or the hard drive doesn't work as far as we know.
Yeah, it's been wiped.
Mine boots, and I just backed up all the old right wing crotchety old man
Racist.
letters that he writes on his. I
Anti-Semitic.
backed those off of it because we're trying to test a System 7. Not so. I guess they're naming their WatchOS System something because when I went to look up System 7,
It's Watch OS.
are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Did they used to call it System? Because I got a whole bunch of iWatch shit when I looked up System
It's
7.
Apple Watch.
What did I say?
iWatch.
What the fuck ever, dude! Why won't they stick to one name?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Anyway, we're testing to see if this disc, because those old Macs, they have their own
800K.
800K. They're dual density. They're double-sided, right?
That I don't know.
I
But
believe they are.
they're not the same mechanism as in the 720K or 144
Right.
megabyte
They're
drives.
the same form factor.
Yes. But a
So
different
technically,
mechanism.
what?
But a different mechanism to read.
Right, you can't just write the file system to it. Like,
Yeah.
It's a whole different architecture, which sucks. That's a big problem with these old Macs is you can't easily get software onto them
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of this shit won't fit. I couldn't get. I tried to copy Microsoft Word back to a floppy. It won't fit. It's like 5 floppies. I'm not gonna sit there and
5 megabytes.
yeah. So-
Yesterday, when you were playing with it, you booted it up and you were like, why is it so damn slow? How do we deal with this? We just didn't know any better.
It's also like a 40-year-old hard drive at this point.
And your battery was from 1989.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The PRAM value, the date on it is 89, Rich's was 92.
Yep.
And they haven't exploded.
No, not yet.
What was the Maxwell thing? You said it was like a
Oh yeah, the Maxell time bomb is what
Maxwell
someone
time
referred
bomb,
to it
yeah.
as.
If you watch tech shows, like you'll see a lot of the time they're surprised when they open up an old computer and the PRAM battery hasn't exploded and destroyed the motherboard because the acid will eat right through the lead and the board and all that shit and destroy it. So we're lucky.
Which brings me to a topic I had on here.
Oh.
Yeah. So this guy.
So the quick story was we have a boot disk for System 7 and we're trying to get it installed and I don't have enough RAM on mine because I only have 1 megabyte of RAM. Rich has 2 on his. So the plan is to transfer his RAM into mine and then see if we can install the OS.
Right.
That's it. I'm done. So go ahead, Rich.
All right. Sorry. So it just happened. We were talking about battery acid.
Batteries.
This guy was moving or something, and he had an air hockey table, and
Like you do.
some batteries from a TV remote had exploded and leaked on his MacBook, and he had that midnight. What is it? Midnight. Whatever.
Brushed aluminum.
Yeah, the finish, the midnight finish.
Mm-hmm.
It just came off like exactly where the battery acid hit.
Did it? Yeah, that acid in there will, if it sits long enough, it'll eat through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this was just while he was driving, and it dripped a little bit, and it just took off everything it touched.
Did it make a crack in the case?
No, it's just there's nothing there. This is like
That's a cool design.
probably this is probably the primer.
Yeah.
That's probably the raw aluminum.
See, I would make that to a tree or something.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Happy little accident.
with Snow White holding the apple. I see a lot of that.
Yeah,
Mac
me
users
too.
get the sticker. Hey, look, I'm using my. Oh yeah, they gotta cut the hole out so you know what the fuck you're using.
Yeah.
So they can advertise to everyone.
Well, they just don't want anyone to mistake you for an Android user.
Can't they tell? I'm screaming at it the whole fucking time. This one's got the fingerprint fucking reader on it.
So now we're both using them.
Yeah. Mine. Wait, are they the same size?
Yeah, same one.
Yeah. Mine. I brought this out because it's smaller, and we've been talking about it. And my fucking Android tablet's like, it's like I'm holding a fucking.
It's like a 12-inch tablet.
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
13-inch, I think. It's
It's no longer a tablet. It's just a computer without a keyboard.
exactly. So yeah, that's quite the damage.
Yeah.
Probably not covered by. You know what? I had
No, probably
I
not
had
covered
stuff
by
in
Apple.
storage, and I think it was lime because I dissolved bodies. Some sort of chemical leaked in my closet, and it was
What?
acidic. and it destroyed everything on its way. Like, I had a bunch of stuff stacked in the closet, and something, I can't remember what it was, but it was acidic, and it leaked, and we didn't find it for months.
Lime juice?
No, I want to say it's like a cleaning...
Glugon?
Like a cleaning thing, maybe Glugon.
That's a bunch of citric acid.
I don't know, I want to say lime. That doesn't make sense. Or lye. I had lye.
Lye. Making soap?
Yeah. Making bombs. So...
Joking.
Yeah,
No, not cool.
It destroyed, like, screens and shit on the way down. Computer parts were ruined. And then it hit the floor, which we had nice polished wood floor. This is after our apartment burned down.
Oh,
so it was
shit.
nice brand new floors. And it, like, the wood, like, it ate a hole and the wood bubbled up. It was like
Jesus.
this hard fucking yeah, it was...
Was it hydrochloric
I don't
acid
know,
or something?
dude.
Fuck.
That stuff's like... It's a slow It's not like it's not like... It's not
Not
like
like it
Alien.
happens
It's not like
overnight.
Aliens
Yeah.
when you cut an alien open. Blood just goes... It's a slow
Yeah.
process.
Or like Terrifier last night when he threw acid on that lady's face. It started
Salad fingers?
bubbling up. No, another lady.
Oh, another lady. Yeah, they watched Terrifier, but I had to go to nights because I had to go to bed at 9 because I get up at 4. And Rich doesn't understand. So, I want to watch a movie? It's 8 o'clock. Like, no!
I offer, and I leave it up to you to be the adult. You responsible adult you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you to fuck off every time if it's too close to
And that's
9.
fine.
All right.
It'll never hurt my feelings.
So, how was the movie, Rich?
It was alright. It was just a gore fest. It's
It
I don't like
it was
horror
like
movies.
super low quality and super high gore.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like... It was like goofy gore. It wasn't like...
It was, yeah, I laughed like more than I screamed or anything.
Yeah, like he cuts this guy's head open and like jello comes out of his neck.
Yeah.
Like that. It's like there's no tendons or bones or anything in his neck. It's like obviously he's cutting open like a mask, like a clay head or
Yeah.
latex head, whatever they use in
Whatever they use.
special effects. And the guy just goes around like this the whole video. It's kind of goofy.
It is. There was a lot of like dark humor and
It looked like it was filmed on an iPhone. Like it was so like
it might have been.
iPhones are low quality, like an iPhone 5. Like it was really like.
Oh man.
I'd say shot on video, whatever the version of that is nowadays, where people make movies literally on VHS tapes.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a VHS tape.
No. No, Rich, you're wrong.
Anyways.
I'm so hot.
It is pretty hot today. What the hell?
This liquor is not helping.
No, maybe that's it. We haven't drank in the last couple episodes.
Oh, I drank last episode.
Yeah, you did.
Can I talk about why I drank last episode?
No.
Okay, that's a...
Half a bottle of
Prostitutes.
Jack later. What?
Well, you won't let me talk about it. I gotta make something up.
Oh, okay. There we go.
What is this?
Well, I wanted to do a segment tonight about all the tech that was killed off this year.
Is that System of a Down's album?
No. It's spiritualized.
Looks like the Toxicity album cover. I'm like, I
By
can't
the
like...
Royal
Are you sharing
Albert
this with the...
Hall.
With the
No, I wasn't. You were talking about it, and I am not even showing it to him. So I found this article, and I thought it was really interesting because a lot of stuff did get killed off in the last year. And since it's almost a new year, I thought it'd be an appropriate topic. But I forgot about this one. We never talked about this, I don't think. And
What?
if we did, I don't remember. The iPod was killed off this year. Like, the whole line.
Does that just mean new versions of iTunes won't support syncing to the iPod?
Well, I don't know.
Does Apple come to each
They're just
individual
not gonna
person's house
sell
and, like,
it.
blow
No.
away your iPod?
They're just not going to sell them anymore.
Oh, so, like, no more iPod Touch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't just say iPod. That's a whole different product. Yeah, iPod, iPod Nano, iPod Classic, iPod Touch.
Well, they're all
iPod
gone.
Shuffle.
They're all dead. That's why I just said iPod.
The Apple Pod. They're
Oh.
replacing with the Apple Pod.
Mike, I did that a couple years ago, and I put iPod Linux on it, and it was fucking amazing. You get those little compact flash adapters like we
Yeah.
talked about getting for the Macs, but it goes into the ZIF connector that was on the
For the hard drive?
iPods, yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a whole Linux distro made for it, and
That's exactly
there's
what...
games and like third-party apps.
Really?
It's really neat.
I knew you could install Linux, and I knew people were soldering additional memory chips to, like, double
Mm-hmm.
the RAM on the old ones. I didn't know they could do that with complex
So I
flash.
watched Wow, I totally lost my train of thought. No, I had one of the original iPods that was dual marketed with HP, sold at Radio Shack before there were Apple stores.
Were you sexual iPods?
Yeah.
What?
Right when they came out, when they still had the click wheel, like the actual buttons, not the wheel.
Physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was dual branded. It had an HP logo on the back instead of an Apple.
What?
Yeah.
They let that fly?
They did. And it was given to me by my buddy DJ, and he was moving, and he was like, "Here, take it. I don't want it." And I was like, "Okay." So I put Linux on it, and I kept it in my car, and then somebody jacked it out of the car, so...
Somebody
gone.
was probably very confused.
Yeah, they were like, "What is
I got a
this?"
fucking iPod. What the fuck?
It's HP iPod.
I
What?
missed the click wheel, dude. The little touch wheel.
I still have my iPod Classic. I think it's right here, actually.
The Gen 3 Nano. Is that the fat square one?
No, isn't that the long one?
I hate the long one.
No.
Gen 2?
No.
Anyway, it was second gen. The first gen was like the
First gen was the little one that had no screen, right?
I don't know. I thought that was the Shuffle. Anyway, that was like I got that for like Christmas. That was like my favorite iPod. It was like I think it was 8 gigabytes, and I spent like all my time like downloading videos off YouTube and coding them into like Apple format, then uploading them to my iPod
Yes.
so I could watch videos out on the go.
Oh, that was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
it
here
was
somewhere.
fun. Everything's too accessible now. There's no like skill involved in doing anything now.
Yeah, but I mean...
And then I look at stuff that takes skill, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to learn Python. I don't want to like
But we are still working on the old Macs.
Yes.
Those are worth it.
I mean, that takes skills we already have.
True.
I'm stagnant.
You don't want to learn anything new.
No, I don't want to learn anything new.
Fuck learning.
I learned everything I need to know at this point.
Anyways, so iPods. And Internet Explorer died earlier this year.
Has it died, though? Because I still see it everywhere.
Well, nobody's going to upgrade, just like XP. People still use fucking XP. And yes, even Microsoft allows it for XP embedded systems. So
What about Windows 11?
what about it?
Is it on there?
As dead, or?
Is Internet Explorer on
Oh.
Windows 11?
I don't think so. Pretty sure, anyways.
Rich doesn't know much about Windows 11. He just found out
I
that the terminal app is like front and center on Windows
know.
11.
I was like, man, I wish they would.
They don't seem to be
Make
pushing
the-
the new terminal app at all. I'm like, Rich, have you seen Windows 11? It's in the start menu.
Best part is I was running Windows 11 way before Jay.
Yeah, I literally started using it last week because
Yeah.
I had no choice.
Because it upgraded on you. Yeah, so I killed it at work like the day it was no longer supported. And I never looked back. I even set up a VLAN VM for people that require Internet Explorer for these stupid government websites that are still only compatible with Internet Explorer.
broke, don't fix it.
And I won't let them put it on their computers. So,
Good for you.
yeah. If every company could do that,
I hate
we'd
that
be in a
fucking
better-
start menu.
Nope, no Internet Explorer.
All right.
Yep, there you go.
Microsoft Edge comes up though.
Yeah, well, that's been happening since Windows
All right,
10.
it's dead, people. You hear that?
It's officially dead if you upgrade to Windows 11. Windows 10 still has it.
Yeah, and you probably can't upgrade to Windows 11 because you don't have the right processor, TPM chip, fucking.
Mm-hmm. If you're 8th gen or newer, you
What
can
were
have
those
it.
reports in Office Space? Were they TPM reports? Oh,
TPS.
reports. Never mind.
TPS.
That's all I think of whenever I hear TPM. I don't know.
This one surprised me. I didn't know this happened recently. But BlackBerry, like,
They're just like a security company now.
yeah, they're not making phones anymore, obviously, but they're just going to do intelligent security software and services to enterprises and governments around the world.
That sounds like a made-up title. That sounds like something they made up. Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Please don't sell our stocks.
I don't see how you can like come from that high up in the industry to that low and then get anywhere near where you were originally.
I just watched a documentary about BlackBerry, and I didn't retain anything from it. I was about to tell you why, but
Oh man.
it was kind of like the Windows Phone 10 situation in Lumia, where they didn't get together with all the app developers.
Yeah.
They had like no apps, and everyone
It's
was
good, no apps.
everyone was. I got a BlackBerry. That was also another phone I really liked.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I was forced to use one for work at one of the jobs I had, and I hated it. But
Having no apps is awesome, guys, because then your phone is just a phone.
yeah, well,
I'm gonna go get me a jitterbug.
there you go. This one made me laugh. Meta's Portal.
I seen one of those for sale.
Mm-hmm. Probably people selling them off because
Wasn't it called the Facebook
killed.
portal? There's no way they made that under Meta.
No, it was
Those-
the Facebook Portal originally.
Yeah.
I'm sure they rebranded it just like they did Oculus.
Because people use Facebook Messenger.
Yeah,
Chat.
I mean, the only person I've ever really talked to a lot on Facebook Messenger was you.
Only
and
younger people I've met use it like that. They'll would try to call me on it. I'm like, no,
no.
ignore.
Yeah.
Like I'm not FaceTiming anyone.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they have to focus their billions on Oculus and
Oh.
the metaverse. So
it's so important. This is
the
the
portal's
future
just
of Web
not-
3.0.
Portal is Web 2.0. We're thinking forward.
3.0. We're thinking like 5.0, guys.
Yeah.
This is so the technology hasn't even been invented yet for what we're doing. I haven't heard shit about Meta.
No,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Elon's been just dominating the headlines.
Yeah, even he's been like quiet. But then I go and I check Google News, and he's done several stupid things. We'll get to that shortly.
The iPhone Mini. I actually bought one of these for my kid. Oh,
That's that like itty bitty.
John Carmack quit Meta because he wasn't happy with Oculus. Interesting. I didn't hear about that one.
It's actually called Meta
Meta.
Quest, not Oculus. I'm sorry, I forgot my. It's actually called Meta. I'm really happy to be a human and work
Human.
on this with you to gather more data for my species. I mean, for our marketing.
It's like a watered down Borg. Like Borg.
Oh,
Like
I require more data.
they created this infrastructure that
They want to
makes
assimilate
us
all your
assimilate
data.
ourselves.
Yeah, they want to assimilate. The future of the web is to assimilate as much data as possible so I can learn to be a real boy.
Oh shit.
So the iPhone Mini.
Yeah, the iPhone Mini. I actually bought one of these for my kid because he's little and had little hands, and
So he-
and then he promptly broke it, and then I
like,
had to get
he needs
another
like,
one.
He needs like a phablet, dude,
Yeah,
with like a
with an OtterBox. and-
like one of those military grade.
Oh
kit.
my
You know
God.
those fucking tough books.
Yeah.
That they make. Like that's what he needs. You could use it in the shower. You could throw it down a flight of steps. It's good.
3 phones now. 3.
Jesus Christ! Stop giving your little kid a phone. He doesn't need a fucking phone. He needs a Leapster.
Mm-hmm.
He needs like, what are those dumb tablets?
Leapsters don't have GPS tracking, so I can't figure out where he's at.
You let your underage kid randomly wander off?
Yeah.
Okay. iPhone
Freedom,
Mini.
dog.
I don't even know if I've seen one of these. Is there a banana for scale? Because I don't.
It is literally the exact same size as the SE was.
That's it.
So that's, I mean,
Oh, I have one of those. I have that exact phone. Is that my phone?
no,
No, it's in my car. That's the phone I have in my car.
there's a big difference.
Yeah. I didn't know they called it the Mini.
Yeah. Well, it was only
thought-
for the
I thought-
12, and did they even do a 13 mini? I don't know. But,
It's too damn small, bro.
yeah, but they just came out with the iPhone 14 with no mini, so.
Good. Who
Yeah.
needs that? I have
Anyway.
something for the list.
Oh, yeah? What did I miss?
Microsoft has seemingly abandoned their shitty $200 Surface earbuds. I can't open link. Goddamn. Have you seen these earbuds?
Yeah.
They're saucers that stick in your ear. They're like so fucking big. I feel like I'm wearing like gauged ears when I'm walking around. That's what they look like. Those people have the gauged ears.
There you
And-
go. There's a picture.
Yeah. It's like a satellite dish that fills your entire ear. I don't know why they would have thought that was a good. And so I bought those.
Shit.
If you all remember my Windows Surface Duo experience, because
Whole debacle.
I was having such Bluetooth issues. I actually paid $200 for these shitty headphones. They're not even up on the screen.
Surely they're made to work together.
No, they're not, Rich. They had just as bad issues disconnecting and going out of sync and all this crap. It was so. It's been over 2 years now since they got any firmware updates.
Jesus.
And Microsoft hasn't.
I feel like this day and age, if you go more than a couple of months without some kind of a firmware update, you're probably not taking things seriously.
They're not even. They're just shit headphones.
Yeah.
But they have the Surface low. They're trying to do the Apple thing. They're premium. You're paying for a Surface product.
Yeah.
The earbuds might have been the worst
Who made the
Surface branded
drivers?
device you could buy right now, aside from the Windows fucking Surface Duo.
Comfort at a cost.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
They're IPX4 water resistant, so they can endure splashes. Extremely comfortable for hours on end, Jay.
Nothing has come from. They launched 2 years ago. There's been no updates. There's been no new products. There's just whatever stock's out there is what they're selling.
I mean, I would love if I spent $200 on something and then it just never got updated.
I did that.
Oh.
Dumbass. You know, I was able, luckily, to sell the Surface Duo with the headphones and the pen charger and the charging case I got.
For how much of a loss?
As a bundle.
Jesus.
At roughly what I paid for the original phone. Oh, plus eBay coming in and stealing 10% of the sale. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, RIP Surface earbuds. And I haven't heard shit about the fucking...
eBay sales fees are theft.
I agree. Especially when you're, making a larger purchase. If you're selling something for, like $20, you're not going to notice, some change eaten up. But if you sell something for, $1,100 and suddenly you have $900, you're going to notice that.
Yeah. You know, it didn't happen this year, but they also within the last few years, killed off the Surface Table. We were talking about this earlier today.
Yeah, but you said they're still fetching a very high price.
They are. People are selling them, because they're rare now.
It looks like an air hockey table.
It kind of does. But,
Does it come with the legs, or is it just a touchscreen that lays flat?
I thought it came with the legs, but I don't know. It doesn't have a platform or something?
Look at that. It's look at the bezel on that.
Yeah.
It's like a giant fucking, original iPad.
Yeah.
It's but it's got that Surface logo.
Oh, here's a video of it.
Microsoft Surface coffee table. I wouldn't mind getting one just to use as a coffee table.
So yes, the Surface Table exists, and this is what it looks
Okay, I
like.
don't wanna watch this guy's
table.
video.
Now,
Just skim through
The-
it, mute
That's
it,
what I'm doing.
and
and we talk
this isn't
over
a
it.
capacitive
Oh, that's
touchscreen.
kinda
This is
cool.
a 6.5 device.
Here, let's mute it.
I want to know how...
I liked that
Look
idea.
at that. Look at he's touching and nothing's happening. He's like, look, you can kind of move stuff around. Look at that. He just tapped that and it didn't play. He just tapped twice.
Maybe he has double tap on.
Maybe he's talking about how shitty it is. Oh, he's got handicap mode on.
Yeah. Oh, you can play chess.
That screen doesn't even look good. It looks like a really bad... I look like I'm looking at a 2010 iPad.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So I want to know what the deal is with it.
Yeah, it looks
really
like
looks
it
like
has,
an iPad.
It looks like it has a table, lower part.
It just looks like it's sitting on a filing cabinet.
It's probably where you put your computer because that's probably not in there.
You think it's just a fucking screen?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's...
Was that Vista?
That is Vista.
Oh my god, it runs Vista! No wonder it runs like shit.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Anyways, I had no idea they had canceled this. I thought it was just still in development and they were taking forever.
Dude,
but
the
no.
only time I ever heard about this or saw it marketed was in the show Fringe.
Oh yeah,
J.J.
that was
Abrams show?
forever ago.
They used that show had such obvious product placement it made me sick. When they're using
You know what I saw
they're
yesterday?
using their Sprint phones
Ooh.
and
Sprint doesn't even exist
they
anymore.
were flip phones at the time. or like fancy. They weren't smartphones. They were
Yeah.
flip phones. And like the cameras zoom right in, and like the Samsung logo is like a little bit larger than it should be on the thing. I'm like, fuck this show, man. I still watched it.
You know what I never noticed, and I saw in a video last night. I was watching these videos of useless facts, and
Oh yeah, I saw you.
apparently, like, it's hard to find a clip of the movie Fight Club without a Starbucks cup in it. Supposedly.
Yeah, the very opening scene is a trash can and a Starbucks cup.
Yeah,
Is
I
assuming
had no idea this was a thing.
Well, good subtle product placement is fine, but then you watch like fucking Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill. They're sitting in the movie theater with Coca-Cola cup, logo perfectly centered, bag of popcorn, Coca-Cola logo perfectly centered, another drink perfectly centered. It's so fucking. And then there's a scene where they're like, they reel in like a thing full of Pepto-Bismol, and just for one scene, so he can like, I'm so stressed, I need Pepto-Bismol. Here, we have a whole cart. I'm like, Adam
my
Sandler's
God.
such a fucking shill.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that like the internet's decided that's one of the fucking worst movies. He's been
I
doing
think-
like these cash grab movies where like he takes all his friends on vacation and under the guise that they're filming a movie and they have like the film budget pay for everything because it always takes place in some fancy hotel, some luxury cruise.
Cabin in the Woods,
No, I don't think
Grown
there's-
Ups.
Well, that wasn't like that wasn't an Adam Sandler. That was him being put into a movie.
That was a hilarious movie.
Was it?
A lot of Boston humor.
Uh,
Guy,
who else is
you have
in that?
no
David
idea.
Spade.
Yeah, Kevin, whatever,
Kevin-
fat guy.
I'm gonna say Kevin Smith. He's a fat guy.
No,
He's not a fat guy. He's just
No, he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he had a fucking heart
James.
attack. Kevin James.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kevin Smith? He still dresses like he's 500 pounds.
Yeah.
So he's wearing like these giant jerseys.
Jerseys.
It looks like,
yeah.
have you ever seen like when someone goes like this and someone behind them puts their arms through and tries to like, this is what he looks like. Hey everyone, check out my new video and blah blah blah. I can't watch him because that's all I see. I'm like, he's so animated with his hands,
my
but
God.
because of his big ass clothes, it just looks like someone's arms are being pushed
Fat
in.
guy.
You
There's
know
like
that
this little
skit,
guy in a fat coat.
David Spade, I watched a stand up of him, and he said that whole skit, Fat Guy in a Little Coat, came from Chris Farley would literally do that to him
Yeah.
in the office all the time. He'd be like, "Hey, turn around." Dave said, "I'm not gonna fucking turn around. You're doing Fat Guy in a Little Coat." He's like, "No, I'm not. Just turn around." Because he put David Spade's coat on. It
Did
was
you
David
know?
Spade's coat.
Yeah. Did you know Chris Farley had a brother that also does comedy, and he's terrible?
No,
Yeah.
that's probably why I don't know.
I listened to him a couple weeks ago. It was not pleasant. It
Oh.
was just dry, like, and not like dry in a good funny way, like just dry, like in a not funny way.
What's his first name?
I don't remember. It was he was
Well,
very
he's a real memorable
he was
guy.
very forgettable. I mean, he was obviously the talented one in the family. Let's put it that way.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday Night Live is not what it used to be.
No.
I mean, it wasn't great ever, but it's definitely.
Yeah. Before we get too far away from talking about Microsoft and their failed products, you have some
Muskie minutes.
no,
Oh.
some Microsoft news, sort of
Oh, we didn't know if we wanted
Microsoft
All right.
adjacent.
Adjacent. Microsoft adjacent news. Get ready for this. I was just like, we never talk about Bill Gates. We never get to make fun of him. He's never in the news unless he's just some new philanthropy donation bullshit that he's done. And Rich swears we talked about this. I don't think we have. He's like, that's old news. And then I looked it up. I guess it was old news about him having connections to Epstein.
But for some reason, it's in the news again.
It's in the news.
I don't know why.
It's in the news again because evidence has come out that he's been lying. Because it came up back in 2019, and he denied it.
Okay.
So that's why it was in the news. And now recently, people are saying, he said, no, I never had any business relationship with Jerry Epstein. What the is that? Harvey Epstein? No, that's Harvey Weinstein. Epstein. What's up with Steens, man? He said, I never had a business relationship with the guy. I've
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. I've only met him one time. I never flew to Florida, and I've never really hung out with time. And it's come out, and this is all people think it's allegedly because of the divorce. His wife's divorce
She
lawyers
probably found out some shit he did with Epstein.
are leaking this information because it's coming from like sources close to the Gateses. That so they've literally proven that he's lied. He's like, he didn't meet him once. He's met him like a dozen times. There's records of it. He flew in Epstein's jet to Florida, and there's record of him having spent the night at his house. And it's basically like all the stuff he was saying to deny it was
made up.
Yeah, and there was even like someone stated that he actually befriended Epstein after he was accused, or after like the first allegation came out about the trafficking, sex trafficking crap. Bill Gates then made friends with him and tried to.
That's the kind of guy I need to be hanging out with.
Yeah, well, no, they said Bill Gates was telling him, come join the Bill and Melinda Foundation. We'll help clean up your image. He was offering to help.
So he's doing more philanthropy.
And there's a picture of them hanging out. There's always a picture with all these people hanging out with Epstein.
Philanthropy, or was it like
full-on rapist? That's true in this case.
In this case. Oh my God.
Everyone's fucking dirty, man. Nobody's.
Yeah.
Then that makes like
integrity
if this is true, because it's not like I've seen like court evidence, like nothing substantiating.
It's all alleged.
Allegedly. I mean, it makes it seem like all the philanthropy stuff, he's just like doing extra hard because he feels so trying to make up for the bad karma. I don't know, man. Why does everyone suck? Fucking Stephen Hawking, man. They used to drag him to strip clubs and shit. Like, fucking A, man. All my heroes are like, not that Bill Gates is my hero, but
oh my God.
Nobody's respectable, man. All these fucking billionaires, they're all fucking tainted, dirty, cock-sucking fucking... Not that there's anything wrong with sucking cock. I meant that in the derogatory sense. Like, I can't watch the news anymore, man.
It is depressing.
But I have to, so I have stuff to talk about on my fucking stupid podcast. I love our podcast.
I watch the news, and then sometimes I skip over things because I don't know the people, or I don't care about the people. And then you're like, hey, did you hear about this? And I'm like...
Like Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Did you hear about Andrew Tate,
perfect
Rich?
Example. I have no idea who that is. I've never heard that name before.
I don't even care.
But he was in like every headline today, and I was like, I'll look him up later. I'll look him up later.
I only know about him because people I follow on YouTube talk about him.
Well, the best part was that I found out after you've talked about him on the show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I looked him up that day and still forgot who he was.
You're better off forgetting. I can't forget. I forgot. I wore those douchey sunglasses. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm Andrew Tate. And you're like, who?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been arrested for alleged sex trafficking. But
seems to be a lot of sex trafficking going on, especially with people that have money. Maybe we don't want
What's
money.
wrong with the 20-year-old girl, man? Why does it have to be like 16-year-olds and shit? Like,
I think when you get...
I don't think I've seen a 16-year-old that was even good looking, even when I was 16.
I think you get drunk with money and power and do stupid things that you wouldn't normally do.
I would buy 20-year-old hookers if I was a billionaire. And just shack up in a penthouse for the weekend. That's what a billionaire does. You don't even... I mean, I guess if you're like Bill Gates looking, you would have to. But I mean, if you're like me, you had a face for TV.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to pay for hookers. So yeah, that was just something that was in the news. Fuck Bill Gates. I don't have anything else to say about it.
No.
We really banged together our notes, and we had 2 notes, and then we sat here for like 20 minutes. We're like skimming through the news.
So this is what I think of when I think of rich people. I think I'm more like the guy next door here.
Dollars.
Shit. Tell you what I do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
That's probably what I'd do if I had $1 million.
I'm dead fucking serious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, money does tend to corrupt people. And power is even worse. So, you know.
We got another billionaire douchebag. Although, we're not sure what he's worth because he has lost the most any
Are we moving on? Should I start
Yeah,
the video?
we're moving on to Muskie Minutes.
Okay, well then I probably need to start the video, right?
Yours or mine?
Muskie Minutes. Muskie Minutes. It's Musk. Funny story.
Not so funny.
Well, it was kind of funny. I mean, we were going through the old videos. This is where I came up with the idea to take our clips and just upload them so we can make a blooper reel. And I found this clip that I had made and apparently never showed Jay and never used on the show. I don't even remember doing it, but we did use the song for years. And I found this, and Jay was like, "Oh, we have to use that." So, welcome to Muskie Minutes.
You're leaving out the part that I spent all this time making one, and you had one the whole time. And
Yeah.
you didn't tell me.
Yeah, that was the
until
best part.
after
I didn't know. I forgot.
Oh my god. Rich is definitely better.
Oh man, but yeah, that was back when the Captain America shirt was brand new and hadn't been faded like it is nowadays.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't talk about me slicing over my thumb on Christmas.
Yeah, let's talk about that before we get to Musk, because that's interesting.
Not very interesting. So Christmas
Well,
Day, I decided it would be a good time. So I have this.
Well, it goes back to the whole time zone thing. You also realize the weather is different.
Yeah,
here.
because people are chit-chatting about the weather, and I don't know what the weather is back home.
Looks like rain today.
Wait, what are you
And
talking
Jay's
about?
like,
It's clear out today. I mean, so I have when I was in New Hampshire, I had a tablet, just a screen, running Windows, that I had double-sided taped to my wall, and that was like my weather station. I had this really cool Windows 10 app that just runs a weather on a loop all day long.
But you use that
I
really
use
strong.
like Gorilla Tape. I use
Gorilla
like
Tape.
80-pound tape, double-sided tape, because I wasn't planning on moving or anything. I was like, I'll deal with it when I get to it. I'll just leave it behind. I don't care. But I brought it, so I ripped it off the wall, took half the wall with it. Like
sheetrock
there's
pieces,
still
paint,
sheetrock and shit attached to it. So I'm like, fuck, I need to get that all off so I can attach it to the wall here. Not using 80-pound tape, using whatever that
command strips.
command strips.
Yeah.
And so I had Gugon, I had a fucking X-Acto knife scraper, which I just replaced the blade on with a nice, fresh fucking blade from my box of blades. And Rich is like, make sure you cut away from yourself. I'm like, ha ha ha, Rich, whatever.
Like seconds later,
Yeah. I
sliced his thumb.
Yeah. Let me see if anyone wants to see. It's content warning. Look away if you don't want to see gross scars. Yeah. It's
Like,
like
peeled it up.
oh my god. Yeah.
Ugh.
I'd post photos, but I don't want to gross anyone out. I would say like a 1/4 inch of skin.
How many stitches did you get?
6.
6 stitches.
There goes one of them. I hope this stays shut because the stitches have already.
Doctor
fallen.
said, Jade, make sure you don't use it.
Yeah, don't.
He
don't
goes
use that
home
thumb.
playing Modern Warfare.
I thought I wasn't gonna be able to play Modern Warfare because like.
You
My
can't
thumbs
run though comfortably.
Well, I can now. Like the first 2 days, if I went to go run, I'd be like, I'm running. But like I'm like, I use my thumb for so many things. I stick it up my ass. I play Modern Warfare. I pull up my pants. I put my shoes on.
You don't realize how much you use it until it's
I snapped.
injured.
I snapped today. That's probably why my stitches are broken now because I was like, snap, ow. So yeah, I spent all of Christmas in the emergency room. I spent 6 hours in the fucking emergency
By
room.
the time you got home, I was about 6 drinks deep.
Rich
and
was shit faced by the
sloppy.
time I got back because he was having a party. So
Oh man.
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I was at the hospital so long my phone was going dead.
Yeah. It was very busy because everybody does stupid things on Christmas Day. Usually because of the new gifts they get, not the old shit they're trying to scrape.
I know
off.
that was something that could have waited till after Christmas, but no, I had to do it that time. I'm like, I'm gonna be in the emergency room. I'm gonna bring something to do. I'm gonna bring my Nintendo DS. Oh, all right. I can't use my thumb. Fucking idiot. So I left it in my car. Yeah. So
Luckily, my wonderful wife bandaged it really well, and
The doctors were impressed. They're
Yeah.
like, that is a good, like, there was no blood. Like, she stopped the bleeding, like, right away. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
That's pretty awesome.
Was she, like, trained nurse?
She's an EMT.
EMT. Why couldn't she fucking stitch me up?
She probably
Save
could
me the
have,
trip,
but
man. Just get the sewing kit.
We
I'll
don't
bite
have-
down
we
on
don't
a
have-
fucking... on a piece of wood.
we'll just pour some vodka on it and then
Just give me something to drink, and I'll be good.
one for you, one for
my
the
God.
thumb.
The guy fucking... He's like... Because they gotta numb you up before they stitch you up.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's like, I'm gonna go in through the wound. So he stuck the needle right through into my cut.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
That hurt.
I hate that shit.
Novocaine and getting numbed up is like the worst part of anything.
There's a reason I'm in IT, and it's because I can't handle shit like that.
Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, that was that. That was my Christmas. Yay.
Yeah.
But I got to avoid Rich's family, so that's a win in my book. I am not social. And I don't want to be like, what's with your weird friend that's hiding upstairs this whole time?
It'd have been alright.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
Muskie Minute, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
What has Mus been up to?
Well, rumor has it that employees are now bringing their own toilet paper to the office.
Is that substantiated, Rich?
I mean,
What's your source?
It was in the New York Post.
Okay, that are trustworthy.
Are they?
I don't know. I don't know who to trust.
Aren't they all fake news?
Is it a paywall?
No.
Because if it's behind a paywall, it's got to be real.
Right.
True.
Yeah, apparently Elon cut the janitors, and now people are bringing in their own toilet paper because that's the only way they can wipe their ass.
Why? Why can't? Why?
You have
I
to have the
can't
app.
I don't want the Google News app. It sucks. I just want to open a browser.
So just click the link.
I wouldn't have this.
Chrome.
I wouldn't-
Done.
I wouldn't have had this problem on my fucking Android.
If you set your default.
So, Elon Musk. Oh, I was opening our Muskie Minutes with. I saw another article that he has lost the most any CEO, billionaire has lost within a year
Wow.
by selling his stocks, by tanking Twitter, by tanking Tesla. Although the market is slumping, so part of that is involved. But I can say that Elon does not fucking help. We were saying tonight, like he has to like smoke crack and then make business decisions. Like that can only explain his tweets.
I don't know. Dude is a little
Unhinged.
little unhinged, yeah.
He's also.
Well, we saw the
Seattle-
headline earlier on New York Times that it was hurting the Tesla's left-leaning image because he's been so psychotic and.
And I don't even think he cares like
No.
which way he's leaning. He's just doing it to own the libs. Lulz, epic win, fucking
He's just an internet troll
sad face
with
drug.
a lot of money.
Oh my god! I really wish I could find that tweet that I saw that he had deleted was like something a 13-year-old.
Isn't there a website where you can see people's deleted tweets that?
Well, when I was making Muskie Minutes, I was trying to find like the worst tweets he's made, and none of those came up. They're all the standard ones, like "Let that sink in." Like that. He's such a. Oh god.
Oh yeah, to see deleted tweets, you go to you enter the Twitter URL in the Wayback Machine.
Well, now he's in charge of Twitter. That probably doesn't work anymore.
I mean, the Wayback Machine doesn't discriminate.
Oh, it caches.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was like a Twitter thing.
So if he ever posted it, it should be on there, in theory.
But you still would have to go through all of his tweets.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Rich is going through every single Elon Musk tweet for the past God knows how many years.
I didn't say I was going to go through them right now. I just said it's an option.
Uh,
Oh my god.
He's, it hurts my brain, man. He spent $45 million just to, like, troll people.
Pretty much.
That money could have gone, I don't want to say to feed hungry people, but could feed hungry people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or some other stuff, dude. Like, make a better Oculus. Like, own Mark Zuckerberg.
There you go.
Make a real fucking metaverse. Like, he bought a failing... Twitter is not profitable.
Which he's made very clear.
So there's no monetary reason to buy Twitter.
Well, he's going to make it profitable by
Oh, yeah, how's
charging
that-
$8.
How's that going for him?
I mean, it's going.
It's going down the toilet, bro. But yeah, that was all the him losing like a record amount of money. What is it with like CEOs? Are like the new celebrities, dude.
Pretty much. I mean, they've been
I
elevated.
mean, we
to
do a tech
celebrity.
show, so I guess we got to pay extra attention to that shit. But I mean, it's top.
He's
headlines.
all over the news. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're in tech or not. I mean, but
Zuckerberg, what? Maybe all these CEOs have like a side bet to see who can get the most fucking news coverage,
well,
and they're just doing this
CEO
crazy stuff.
pay is such these days that they're on par with celebrities. So they've elevated themselves to celebrity status by just having as much money as a celebrity.
And have an open channel to the world. Like
Yeah.
before Twitter, like we never knew the fucking inner thoughts of
Right.
a Jeff Bezos or
Or
fucking.
even Trump for that
How has
matter.
Bill Gates avoided all this? I mean, Steve Jobs,
Well,
Twitter
because
was around with him, and he didn't. He
Bill
never.
Gates
fucking
uses an
opened it.
Android phone and probably doesn't have Twitter.
He's on a Surface Duo.
No, he uses an Android.
Oh, does he?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was
he,
the thing.
He did
I
an
remember-
interview a couple of probably about a year or so ago now, and he said he uses
That
Android.
was
He
the-
doesn't use iPhones. He has an iPad or something, but
Yeah. That was one of the things about the BlackBerry. Remember, I said I couldn't remember
Mm-hmm.
from the doc. The CEO, I believe of. Remember the BlackBerry Priv? PRIV.
Mm-mm.
It was like
I
they're
remember the Pix. Oh, that was Palm.
they're trying to do a comeback, and
I know they came
he's
back.
like, yeah, it's the Priv. The Priv stands for privacy, but it doesn't. It stands for privilege. So we got that wrong. So they backtracked. They tried to like retroactively change what the phone meant, so the CEO didn't look like a fucking idiot. Oh my god! And he was like, apparently they didn't prep him for this this demo. He didn't know how to use the phone.
Wow.
Like it was a disaster. A disaster.
It's kind of like Bill Gates when Windows 95 crashed
Well,
on
that's
him.
just Windows 95 fucking up. Like this guy legitimately was like out of touch with his own product.
Yeah, that's
like-
pretty sad.
Bill Gates, what did he say? He's like, he said something when that happened. That's not supposed to happen. Yes, it is. That happens all the fucking time.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It was the first demo of Plug and Play.
We all know how awesome Plug and Play was.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I don't know, is putting up with blue screens better than putting up with having to set jumpers and fucking IRQs and all that crap?
No. They're both equally annoying.
Okay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Something that doesn't exist. You've heard our thoughts on it.
Yep. Because that's what we do.
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely not looking up Elon's
Okay. I'll move on.
Twitter.
That's all I had for Musk news.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm looking at... Why'd you not... You didn't cross out anything on the last episode. I'm looking
No,
at
because you
160.
yelled at me for crossing stuff out, and then I stopped.
But you're doing it now.
Yeah, I decided I didn't care.
So you stopped for one episode?
Yeah, I made the illusion that I cared for an episode.
God damn it, Rich.
Oh, shit.
Would you just pick a hill and die on it? I wanted to talk about modern UIs in games. I wanted to talk about the Pixel 7 camera glass shattering spontaneously, which I really wanted to...
That's crazy.
Well, let's read it together.
Okay.
Like the prepared tech show that we are. We definitely researched this ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Reports say that no external force has been applied, yet the Google Pixel 7's rear camera glass just
Shatters.
explodes.
I mean, it stands to reason that it's probably a heat-related thing. Like, it got too cold or too hot, and it wasn't...
They said no external sources!
It probably
It
wasn't...
just explodes!
Yeah, but it probably wasn't tempered properly or something, so that minor changes in temperature probably cracked it.
Look at that!
Jesus
Somebody
Christ.
shot the fucking back of the screen.
It looks like it.
You should have these pictures on
I
the
should,
screen.
but-
We don't... God, this fucking show, dude. We're never gonna... No wonder we have one viewer! Who just tunes in to say hi and then jumps out. So we, like... So, I feel bad for Rich. Nobody watches this show. I'm gonna jump and say hi. And then I'm gonna go fucking do my laundry. Mine went from a 16C room to -2C outside. I have no fucking idea what that is in freedom temperatures.
Well, -2 is like slightly less than freezing. So like 28 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe.
Google hasn't publicly accepted this as its own fault, but assured one of the buyers that it's aware of the issue. What the fuck does that mean?
So that means it's their fault.
We know it. We know that these things suck, but it's not our fault. Okay, so this is like misleading because it's like Google hasn't currently publicly accepted this as their fault, but they have said they're aware of the issue. That makes it seem like they're denying. They're not. They're just adding extra words into the sentence.
Google is aware of the issue and has intentionally decided to not include it in the warranty. Ooh.
Well, does that mean that they see? I've been trying to like not be misled by like articles and titles and tweets. Does that mean that they knew about it ahead of time? Where's the proof that they knew about it before they released it? So it could be they didn't know about it. They released it. So obviously it's not part of the warranty. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sure the person asked for it to be covered.
I've been trying to be really careful since I got that fake news article that one episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was talking about something and I was like, wait a second, this is bullshit.
At
least I caught myself.
True. Just be like any news outlet. We'll just issue a correction next week.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if that's
apologize to the viewers. And
I'm very sorry. I've let you down. I've let our fans down.
Let our country down.
Wait, I wonder if that's like a solid piece of glass you can replace like the old iPhone X.
It looked like it was one oval of glass.
It looked like it wasn't breaking around the edges.
Wasn't
That made me wonder if it was going under the case.
It didn't break the lens. Because if you look at it, it's just like a hole in the center of the glass. Like
why no iPhone have?
That's not the right thing I was looking.
Why
at.
iPhone no have solid piece of glass over the cameras? I guess
probably for this reason, because it breaks.
Yeah, I had the XS or the X, and it broke. It was just like this. I think I spent $299.
There's like a protective glass that goes over the camera lens, so the lens is still fine.
Yeah, like the iPhone, like I'm saying.
Yeah. And this is the same thing, except it's 3 separate pieces of glass, which is probably for a reason, because they probably did extensive testing and found that if they did one big piece, it shattered.
It's more surface area.
Well, there's also tension because you're gluing it around the edges, so it can't move. It heats up, it contracts, it expands. You know, I don't know. I'm not an engineer, nor do I pretend to be one on TV or YouTube.
We're smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was that.
I think I'm getting drunk.
Off half of a 40?
I guess so.
I've been sipping.
Oh, you forgot to talk about the Seattle office of Twitter, too, when we were talking about Musk.
Oh, that was the other thing. I think I'm drunk, too. I'm dropping shit. So, yeah, Mr. Nobody's going to be working from home anymore because you're all lazy and just want to sit at home in your Birkenstocks and your fucking beanbags. And
drive your Subaru to Starbucks.
What the fuck ever. Apparently, backdrop, because Elon realized that, real estate is expensive, especially when you're renting in Seattle, and sent all the employees home to work from home. And
closing their Seattle office.
Rich, you got any quotes from that article? Because I don't have it up in front of me. You're supposed to back me up, bro.
Sorry. Twitter's closing its Seattle office and telling employees to work from home as they continue to cut costs under the leadership of Elon, blah, blah, blah.
Could this be because they stopped paying rent and were kicked out?
They're facing eviction from Seattle Century Square Tower. Yes, they stopped paying rent, just like everywhere else.
Nice. Oh, remember that somebody projected the Elon text on the Seattle building?
Yeah.
That was an ex-employee. They got together and did that.
Nice.
Fucking...
Yeah. 208 workers at the Seattle office lost their jobs, and now the rest of them get to work from home.
But I thought you hated people working from home, Elon. Which is it? Are you going to pay your rent and have your employees stay in the office?
I mean, what balls do you have to just come in and say, you know what, we're just going to stop paying rent. What are you going to do about it?
How is that a legitimate business plan?
I mean...
I can't just decide to stop paying rent. Rich,
Nope.
Can I stop paying rent to you?
No, you just
For the fucking hallway bed that I sleep in? Because that's a little steep.
It's a den.
It's a fucking hallway. It's a fucking hallway. I'm going to post pictures of it. That's a business decision to him. That's like a strategic move. We're going to stop paying rent.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of... Is that balls or is that, like, he's an idiot? I mean, he's an idiot. I'm not going to deny he's an idiot.
mean, he hasn't been kicked out on his ass, so I guess it's strategic, and he's smarter than us, so...
How much would rent cost in downtown Seattle?
For a tower?
7,000 employees?
I don't know.
They don't own the whole building.
Fucking lot.
They own, like... I found out, like, when you see, like, Like, this is the Verizon building, or like, whatever.
It's just branding on the outside, and there's a bunch of
There's so many
offices,
different
yeah.
companies within. Yeah. That's just like a thing.
Yeah.
Well, so
Well, anyway, he
enjoy
also-
working from home. I don't know. Yeah, like, what's he gonna do? Like, he probably puts out like baby monitoring software on.
It's probably just a matter of time before he fires them too. Like, oh, you're not doing your job because you're
How many employees have
jerking off during the day instead of doing your job.
I know, because we installed. He wouldn't even know how to do that. He doesn't know anything about anything. Like, you know that babysitting software that some companies use to make sure
Yeah.
you're in front of your computer, and if you're not there, it'll send a message to your manager, and
Yeah.
it takes screenshots and shit. It's basically like spy software.
Basically,
And you got mad because I was against that. You're like, what? How are you against that, but not Alexa devices in your house and all this, or whatever the fuck it was you went off about? I forgot what episode it was, but I'm against my employer spying on me. Yes, because then that's affecting me.
I think if you're on their device, then the expectation of privacy is that you have none.
Yeah, that's why I
But you use
Close
a
my
personal
camera.
device, there's nothing they can do. They
yeah,
shouldn't be. able
unless you're like logged into your work on your personal device.
And that's why you never mixed personal and work.
Don't
I have a
don't mix work and
separate-
pleasure, Rich.
Yeah, never,
Never,
ever.
unless you're James Bond.
I wouldn't even do it then.
Okay, that's advice for James Bond. Next movie.
Next movie.
Uh,
Just be like, bitch, leave me alone.
don't talk
I
to me.
don't care about your
I'm still
secrets.
doing like John Connery. Like, it's still. What does the fucking new Bond even sound like?
I don't know. He's
I haven't
British,
watched-
isn't he?
No, he's like Scottish or Irish or something like that.
He's ish.
He's ish. He's Jewish.
Jew-ish.
Bitches, get away from me.
Henry Cavill or Tom Hardy?
What?
Oh, they're talking about new ones.
No, Idris Elba. Should be I 100%.
Daniel Craig is the one you were thinking
That's the
of.
one. Yeah, he's like thugly looking. I 100%. This is like an old topic, but I totally agree. Idris Elba should be fucking James Bond. Look at Idris Elba.
He is a English American actor
Oh, is he?
from
He
the
looks like
United Kingdom.
He looks like a potato eater.
He services the Queen.
Oh. Wait, she's dead.
Oh yeah. All right, so he services the King.
So, speaking of old ladies dying, I found out Barbara Walters was still alive
Then she died today.
and then died.
Yeah. Couldn't even make it to 2023. What a sucker.
I know, right? What the fuck? Grow some balls, lady. But then I forgot that Betty White was dead, and then it made me realize the older I get, the more celebrities are gonna be dead until all the ones I liked in my youth are dead, and then I'm gonna be like, wow, the crippling emptiness, void of nothingness is approaching me very fast.
You'll be alright. I'm not dead.
That's another thing, Rich. One of us is gonna die. I gotta make more friends.
Hopefully not soon.
Right. I mean, if either of us is gonna die, Rich, probably gonna be you. Rich's wife was yelling at him because he's still wearing his mask. Why are you wearing that mask? Rich, because I don't want to fucking die.
Yes, she died today, Andy. At least that's what I was told. I haven't confirmed
Oh
it.
right, like a 17-year-old told us this.
No, my wife told
Oh,
me.
your wife. Oh, she's a legitimate. She's a reliable source.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't find out you're fact checking, Rich. That might.
Yeah,
screw
she
up
died
your-
at 93. Yeah.
Barbara Walters.
She had Alzheimer's?
Wait, you think Barbara Walters died in '93?
No, she is 93. December
Oh,
30th.
Okay. All right. I was like, she was older than your back.
She has advanced dementia, too. Wasn't she still working?
No.
I swear she just did an interview, like, within the last 2 years.
Did you get my joke when I said that's such a tragedy?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. You didn't laugh. Too soon.
Last television
what did she do?
appearance.
2020?
Was on The View in 2014. Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who was I thinking about? Anyways, Andy, yes, she died today. Confirmed.
Glad to see you're still listening, Andy.
93 years old. Yeah,
I don't
thank
think-
you for proving Jay wrong that you didn't go do your laundry and
Maybe he
forget
did
about
and
it.
just came back and was like, oh shit. Yeah, Betty White, the Queen.
I mean, I don't care about the Queen, but
there was no laughing on that week.
I just don't understand why people are so enamored by the royal family when we fought a war to escape the royal family.
America should be like, fuck that, but it's royalty, and like poor people are like watching them on TV going, oh, to be in royalty someday. It's the same reason your wife's watching fucking Little Honey Boo Boo downstairs. Like, I don't even know why you want to do that. You're looking down on people at that point.
Pretty much.
But they're on TV and you're
But
not.
they have more money than us.
Ugh. I want some butter and ketchup skitty. That's what she eats,
It's
Rich.
disgusting.
That's on the show.
I didn't know that.
That's all I know.
All right. I knew she drank Red Bull and called it Go-Go juice. or
No, it was like
something.
Red Bull and Mountain Dew.
Something like
It was
that.
mixed with
yeah.
Mountain Dew. Ugh.
Gross.
That is child abuse, bro.
That is. Oh, you know what? I didn't talk about this last week, but I want to talk about it this week. We don't have any more topics, but this is really. I mean, it's not really interesting. It's kind of interesting.
Is this the website that keeps track of every computer ever used in every movie ever?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
called
God.
starringthecomputer.com. And they have a database of every time a computer is on TV. So you can look back and see like Tandy computers and, you know, like the old PET. And
Is it Star Trek 2? We talked about this.
Yes, we did. After the show, though.
Oh.
Because
Do you know there's a
I said I was going to talk about it later.
Do you know there's a website that keeps track? You can look up any actor and find any sex scene they've ever been in.
No, I didn't.
It tells you the minute and
It
the
makes
second.
sense, though.
Yeah.
It's something that would be on the
Not
internet.
that I go there. I just heard about it.
You can search by computer. So you can go like, okay, I want to see the Apple PowerBook 190, and it was in the Three Ninjas movie.
What did
Bam.
that is so bad that screen is not real. What computer did Seinfeld have? Did he have a 2? Classic 2? Or
I don't know. We can go back to this one.
Oh, is this only movies?
Movies and TV, and we can go down to Seinfeld. Seinfeld. How do you spell Seinfeld?
S-E-I-N.
S-E-I-N.
S-I-N? Who's S-I-E?
Seinfeld, Season 9, The Bookstore. An Apple 20th Anniversary Macintosh, a Sharp Wizard, Tandy TRS 80, Model 3. Depends on the episode you're talking about.
It looked like our Mac.
Yeah, TRS.
It's in his apartment. It's like every episode is in his apartment.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not on here.
What was the Mac then? There was one Mac on that list.
They had the 20th Anniversary Macintosh. That one.
Oh God, that piece of shit.
That's ugly. I forgot about that one.
Okay, so they're missing data because he definitely had like a Macintosh SE in his stupid apartment, right next to the answering machine. Right next to the answering machine. I owned a Mac.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Boom.
All right.
Debunked.
All right, we need to contact this website.
We need to write them right now. Drunk text.
Angry
support.
letters from Drunk Tech Support.
How dare you claim to be a full-fledged database of computers seen on television?
I know. But anyways, it's a very cool website, and
Except if you're looking for something specific, it might not be in
it
there.
might not be in there. It's not all-inclusive, apparently.
Can you submit stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Is there like a contact us?
Help. Something missing. You can help. Let me know. There you go. So we'll do this.
Mail him.
All right. But yeah. So like, I'm a big fan of old Tandies. So
I like
Tandy
noticing old
1000 HX. This is the one I grew up with. Here it is right here. It was in FX2. Young Sheldon.
computers.
Young Sheldon.
Ugh.
We've had this discussion.
Hey
recently.
guys, Rich likes the Big Bang.
He does.
He laughs heartily at the funny jokes in the
Heartily.
Big Bang.
Deaf by Temptation had the EX version of the Tandy.
Okay. You know what? You know what sucks? All the computers I grew up with were custom-made beige boxes. I never had any
That is kind of shitty.
Commodores, Tandys, Apple, like nothing. They were all just shit my dad threw together. After the fact, I've had the Mac G4 or the
Oh,
iMac
here you go,
G4. I
Jay.
got the Mac.
Your favorite.
SDHC.
Palm Tungsten,
I got one of those in my box over there.
Palm 3. And
I got one of those in my
Breach,
box over there.
and Collateral Damage, Groove. Huh. I didn't realize Palm Pilots were that popular long enough to be in pop culture like that.
Yeah,
yes.
I feel like I remember some like product placement.
Anyways, it's one of the cooler things I've seen in a while. I mean, somebody really took the time to catalog this, and
We'll post it to our Facebook.
mm,
Everybody.
yes, we will.
Yeah, I feel jealous because I watch all the like 8-Bit Guy, like Dave's Garage, like all that stuff. Like, this is a computer I used when I was a kid. I learned to program on it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I literally used like there was
Something
no
you built.
model numbers, dude.
Yeah,
I had no model numbers growing up. It was all just some custom thrown together computer.
yeah.
I already feel bad for me.
I feel bad for you.
Fuck you.
I had to type my password,
Yes.
and it's a muscle memory thing, so it was probably really loud, and you're gonna hear it on the recording.
Great.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay, so something I do have a collection. I've collected like every PDA known to man up until
You
smartphones.
have, actually.
I was trying to look up an old phone I had. It was like a Windows CE 2003.
Hmm.
So it was an HTC phone. I thought it was called the Blackjack. And I thought I did actually own a phone called the Blackjack. It was by Verizon. It was actually an Android phone. But the phone I was actually looking for was the HTC Excalibur, which was like this super compact little thing. It was like a BlackBerry.
Okay.
It had a full keyboard and had like a little bumpers on the side that were touch sensitive. It had a full size headphone jack. I used to blast Radiohead on that walking to
Nice.
work, and it had Windows CE. Or was it Windows Mobile 2003? I think they changed from CE to Windows Mobile for 2003. Or is it Windows CE? There's 2000 and 2003.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
And then I think they switched to Windows Mobile. I don't fucking know. Microsoft sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was down with Microsoft back in the day.
Yeah, I used to have an iPac with Windows CE.
I got one in my box!
I think it was like 6.0 was the last CE, or maybe it was 5. Anyways,
Yeah, well, I think they rebranded it as Windows Mobile, but it was still CE based.
yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Well, it became a branding thing, and then it became the Windows Phone, and
Right.
you know.
Yeah, there was actually like an unreleased OS in there that they were going to put on a phone, and then it was like the last CE version ever,
Yeah.
and then that's right when they made switch to Windows Mobile
Gotcha.
or Windows Phone, whatever the fuck it was. There was like a Windows Phone before the Nokia shit happened.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We gotta do like more real videos with like research and stuff. All the top the cuff shit nobody cares about.
Anyway,
Anyway, it's fun to get on a subject you're excited about and then just fizzle out because you don't have all the information in your head. You're just like,
well,
that's a
what
story
happens.
for another time. Ow, I cut myself again. Rich has like razor blade sharp, like Ginsu knives for like cutting shit, and like I went
Butcher
to
knife.
wash it, and it immediately cut into my skin, and now I have like this fucking cut here. And then I burned myself tonight making dinner, so I might be dead by next week. We'll find out.
It is possible. Oh my god.
Hashtag replace Jay might come true.
Oh. Let's hope not.
Yeah. Oh, before we leave, Rich, do you want to show everyone our background in case nobody was able to actually make out what our video in the background of our video?
Oh, that one.
Oh my god.
Sorry. So yeah, it is very festive.
We're going for New Year's because it'll be New
Yeah,
Year next time we
of course.
do this. Come on, Rich, you can do it.
Sorry, I gotta figure out what I'm doing
Oh
here.
my god.
What the hell?
Rich, you're drunk.
I am a little drunk. Sorry.
Just click on it and delete it.
No. Ah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Lieutenant Dan! Can we go? Are we done?
Oh, we're done. We can go.
Alright, this has been Drunk Tech Support for the year 2022, not episode 166.
Thanks for watching.
What's our new outro?
We didn't think of one. We were waiting for our fans to tell us.
Our fan. How about I say go fuck yourself, Rich, and you say go fuck yourself, Jay, and then we go out.
All right.
And then we're not telling America to go fuck themselves.
Sounds good. Go fuck yourself, Jay.
Go fuck yourself.